everyone. Today's a nice sunny summer day. It's late June, and you can see the water in the river. We need some rain pretty bad, but we're still going to be able to catch some trout. When the water gets this low, and on hot days, the first thing you want to do is take the temperature of the water. Get yourself a thermometer, whether it's this type or a digital or whatever. Take that water temperature. It's going to tell us a couple of things. First of all, the temperature in my pocket is like 74 degrees, although it's 80 degrees in the air. We're in the shade here, so the shade really cools the air down right in here. I'm going to go ahead and take that temperature. And I can see the water is about 66 degrees here in the mountain. So 66 is pretty good. And that tells us a couple things. First of all, it tells us that the fish are going to start getting slow after that 65 degree temperature because there's less dissolved oxygen in the water. And I'm up here in the mountain because, as you can hear, all of this water gushing by. I'm in the fast water, so therefore faster water, there's a lot more oxygen in the water. So this is where the fish are going to congregate. They're going to be in that faster water or in deeper holes when the water gets warm. If the water temperature gets up around 70 degrees, it's not a good idea to fish for trout. 70 and higher, you're stressing them too much, and they need all of their energy just to survive. Here I'm going to be doing some Tenkara fishing today, just because of the depth of the water is so low. I'm going to get really close to them, and the Tenkara is a really good way to get really close to those fish. Once again, I got my Tenkara rod, stream-side furrow leaders, provided me with this rod. And it has a plug. It's telescoping, of course. It goes from 10 feet to 12 feet, or 10 and a half feet to 12 feet. But I have that little tab sticking out right there, and that's where I'm going to attach my line to, or my leader. You can see this orange, that's a fly line, a short fly line, 14 feet. But I'm going to use just the leader, and it's a furrow leader from Stream-side furrow leaders. First thing you want to do when you're taking a leader out of the package, you want to hold that leader like you would when you're wrapping it. Hold it around your fingers and unwrap it in that fashion. We're going to take this apart. I do have it wrapped around itself there a couple times, so I'm going to undo that. Then I'm going to hold it and unwrap it just like this. If you try to just drop it, it's going to get all tangled. Try to keep it tight on your fingers and unwrap it like that. And I still have a tippet on the end of this one from the last time I was using it, and that's going to be enough. Maybe I'll add just a little bit. This is a 14-foot leader also. Going to attach it. Use the Tenkara knot. There's a loop on the end there. Going to open the loop, put the leader through there, and now I made another loop. Put that tab at the end of your rod on that loop, and simply pull the tab and pull that tight. And now that's not going to come off. So I'm going to remove the plug. I'm going to put that safely in my pocket. And then I can take the rod out of, extend it. My leader is caught down here behind me. Just pull that out. And then I can extend it. And there's a 10 and a half foot. And then I could just twist it and extend it out to 12 feet. And this is nice because some spots are very tight and you only need the 10 and a half feet. For some spots you need that extra 12 foot. I'm going to go ahead and put another little piece of tippet on here just to extend that a little bit. I want to keep my indicator. At this water level. I want to keep it at about 18 inches to 2 feet from the fly. Okay, now I'm set up. I put on the fancy prints because I've been having good luck with that. This one has a silver bead. And I have a couple feet of tippet before that strike indicator. I'm going to start by fishing this hole up here. Going to fish right at the head there on the right side. By that log that's coming down on the right there. Usually get one there. So I'm going to move on up here and fish that. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple drops in the back side of this pool. I don't want to go in there and scare anything and chase it up. Small rainbow, but nice. Now, if we could pick up one or two of them out of each hole, we're happy. See a nice hole right in there. That's deeper. That's maybe 2.5 feet deep. So there's probably a couple holdovers in there. I'm gonna set up a little bit back here by these rocks in the back here and drop my fly in there. I have my indicator about 2.5 to 3 feet from my fly. Get right directly in back of it. I can control that fly much better. Hold that line up high, that rod tip high. There's one. I came down, there's a rock right there, and it was sitting right in front of that rock. Nice rainbow. Get them over in the side here. Beautiful colors on this rainbow. Get them in my net. And away she goes. You drop it in there a couple more times. That up high. That rod tip high.